How are you guys? You guys good? You ready to see some Drag Race? We're super excited. Last week was so good. Did you guys see the first episode? It was so good. These bitches are hilarious, right?
They are just, I live. They're so good.
And I already have favorites. Do you?
I do.
Do you guys have favorites already? Okay, cool. Yes. Okay, well,
we have some of our favorites here tonight.
Yes, we do. We have two very special guests. Our first guest, is she the drama?
Is she the drama?
Give it up for Miss Scarlet Envy!
She wore something sensible.
Give it up for Scarlet one more time.
Hey, y'all.
This bitch came in a full-on gown. I cannot fucking deal. Let's give it up for our next guest. Please make some noise for
Olivia Lux!
Yes. Now, wait, Olivia, is this your first time here ever, right? Oh my God, make some noise one more time for Make Her Feel Good. First time ever. All right, ladies, have a seat. All right. So welcome, Olivia, first timer. You gotta get used to that whole gag.
Hey, how you doing, girl?
I'm good. We're really happy to have you both. So yeah, we're just gonna have a Kiki watch the episode, and then you guys are gonna tell us like all kinds of drama and personal things that are going on in your lives and all that good stuff. Alrighty. So we can get started if you want.
We do have a couple announcements first, though, as always. If you guys aren't eating or drinking, just keep your mask on, please. That's just the rule. Or you may be asked to leave. Also, there is food and drinks available. So if you're thirsty, please just wave one of the servers down and they'll be happy to attend to you. And I think that's about it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
And then we have two amazing guests next week. We'll tell you about that later. But if we are ready, I think we can go ahead and dive right into this. Yes?
Why don't we dive right in, Zorro?
Are y'all ready?
Yes, bitch.
Don't think I didn't clock you. Call me Zorro, bitch. You tried it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this shindig started. Let's do it. Okay, am I the only one noticing that RuPaul's a little extra shady to the UK girl?
I literally wrote a question that I wanted to ask all three of you. And it is, what is the shadiest moment that you have been in the workroom that you have heard Ru say?
Ooh. In the workroom?
Whether or not it was to you or somebody else. That kind of like made you like step back and be like, oh shit, like I wasn't ready for that.
Like I was telling you, like I feel like every time she meets with a group before to brief them on the challenge, she loves to throw in a monkey wrench right at the end. Like you feel so confident. You're like, this is my decision. This is what I'm doing. And then she'll be like, really? Good luck, girls. And you're like, wait, what? So I feel like that is like when she's the shadiest, when like she's assessing everyone. But those are really great moments. I feel like you really have to listen to Ru.
Yeah.
Because when you don't, she knows it.
Well, let me tell you a story of when I didn't listen to Ru. If you remember back on season 11, it was, I don't know, at least 10 years ago at this point, right? We did the Church of Mariah Carey. And she said, okay, first of all, who's the leader of your group? We had the same issue. No, it's a collaborative effort. We're all just going to work together. And I could see it flash in her eyes here when she said, or it could be a disaster. I think she was literally watching me in that challenge. And she said, what does Mariah Carey call her fans? Yeah. And I thought about it for a second. I said, I know it. Butterflies? I think that contractually she wasn't allowed to send me home at that very moment, but she definitely wanted to. I'd say that's probably the shadiest moment I've had with her in the workroom.
That's iconic, though.
It isn't. I mean, at this point, looking back, it's easier, but when I just felt the blood leave my body. And then I said, yeah, I have this joke, we're going to have butter, and I'll throw it. It's like a butter flying.
Oh.
And she just walked away, I think. She just said, honey, where's my powder girl? Anyway,
I think that's the funny thing with Rue. Like, it's what she doesn't say, because it's like, I'm gonna do, butterfly. She's like, so you're gonna do butterfly? It's like, you know what I mean? Like, she tells you. But for me, it was. I think I told you this before. It was the first episode, and I was blocking the camera, and she looked at me and she's like, "You're Mama's camera. I need you to move." And I'm like. I just took like 2 steps to the left. That was my first exchange with her. So I'm like, I'm going home. And there it goes. I went home. Yeah.
And there it happened.
She also kept putting
exactly
Eureka.
How it happened.
She kept putting Eureka in the back of everyone because we were like all lined up on the first day. Eureka was this huge drag queen in this huge dress and this big hair. And they kept saying, Eureka, just step back, stand behind everyone. She said, oh, okay. It's kind of shady.
I mean, okay, so let me ask, you had a great experience on All Stars. Would you ever do All Stars?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, I definitely would go back to All Stars. I think it's a great experience and opportunity. It's a different game, though, right? Yeah. Like, I feel like a lot of girls are like, oh, I want to go back, and, like, think it's the same thing. It's totally different.
Yeah, it was totally different.
So you now have been on a season, so you know the biggest thing that everybody has said that has been on All Stars when they've come and we've interviewed them and asked them questions and whatnot is what is the difference? And what they say is we know where the cameras are, we know how to work it, know how to look it. Did you struggle with that in the beginning of your Olivia on season 13?
Oh, me. Yeah. I mean, it's funny. The first day, they're like, don't worry. Everyone's in the same boat. By, like, towards the end, everybody's like, okay, I know how to do it. When Rue walks in, I know there's a formation. When I go on the main stage, I know that I do this, and then we're allowed to take off our shoes and things like that. But it's like small things like that you, like, kind of learn. And I guess that's the exciting part about All Stars, that you don't have to learn that again. You already know it. Yeah, so I'm excited for, like, what's to come, but I'm totally just, like, basking in, like, just continuing to, like, be the moment and grow and perform and be with y'all, because we haven't been able to be with y'all, so.
Speaking of being with y'all, hi, Roscoe's. Hi.
They're a quiet bunch tonight.
I should say hi, yeah.
They're not quiet. They just have masks on. I can see. I feel like the smiles are under there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're smiling.
Oh no, you can totally see them.
They
no,
all look
for
like
sure.
this. They look like me after I smoke.
Yeah.
Olivia,
it'd be really weird if they weren't smiling. If they just were all deadpan, just like. So I'm gonna assume that you're smiling.
Since it is your first time here, all the girls that come, they always give us a good story of something that may have happened that either was edited out or that we didn't see or happened behind the scenes that you can share with us.
Oh,
So-
y'all want tea?
Yeah, of course. Do
Y'all
we not
want-
want tea? Yes, don't we?
She acts like she hasn't seen our viewing parties on YouTube.
Right. They're like,
Say
that's
hello
why I
to
bought a
say hello
ticket,
to
Miss
YouTube, by
Olivia.
the way. Because,
Right.
Olivia, you have to say hi to YouTube or they're gonna
Oh,
dismiss you.
where's the
The camera's right there. Just
Hi
straight
YouTube, how are you? How you doing, girl? I just saw you earlier today. I was watching old videos or something. Like story about. Okay, so how juicy do y'all want it?
Oh, we want to juice.
Girl, yes.
Very wet.
That
Which I
word.
want it. I want it rare.
I want
It's
that.
like
I
I
want
was
all
about
the
to like
juice.
the least juiciest shit.
No,
I was
give
like,
it to us wet, honey.
Okay. Let's see. Can I get a category or a theme? What do you want to hear about?
Category is Drag Race.
We want.
Category is Drag Race.
Give us either some drama, something we didn't see,
Well, like,
something that happened.
Like, see, this is the fucking problem. Is you're too nice. You're not on that show no more, bitch. We was upstairs keying and
Listen,
cattling.
I'm working on that for my All Stars package.
That's
Okay,
fine.
so listen.
Listen.
This is the thing. That think of a story. Like think like this. Like I shouldn't share this. I might get in trouble. Someone's gonna be mad at me. These are all categories, girl. Any one of these, if it hits any of those marks, it's a good ass story. That's what we want to hear.
Category is make an apology tomorrow.
Yes, absolutely. That's what we want.
Okay, so obviously, I feel like our season. I don't know about other seasons, but there have been some rifts in the cast after the show, not necessarily during the show, but because of the things off camera that happened. So I feel like, for me, I will say there are some people that, as much as I love folks and I love my sisters and I love I will, reach out to them on their birthday or whatever, but that's about it.
Just on their birthday.
There's about two that I can think of, but
we need their names and their social security numbers.
I mean,
honey.
you can cross-reference on the Instagram follows, my beloved. Like,
Naysha's going.
Somebody look it up. Somebody look it up.
We'll have answers.
y'all already know what it is, but I think that
No, we don't.
that's the juicy.
We wanna
but
hear
that's
it
the
from you.
juicy stuff. Like, there's so many things that you don't get to see, like off camera, and we're all people, and we're all artists, and people get personal about their like art and stuff. But sometimes it be getting personal about personal. You feel me? And that's where you kind of have to draw the line. And it's all a loving family, but that's where some of the drama comes from. And honestly, like, y'all know. Like,
I don't want to interrupt you, but you have not said one story. So I'm going to need you to give me a story, because all that running around, bitch, you are trying it. My God. What the fuck?
She's like, yeah, and so like, and we're like, I'm
Listen,
like,
I said I was working.
Okay, so I always get asked 2 questions about like behind the scenes stuff. It's always the same 2 questions. And the first one is, what does RuPaul smell like? And the second one is, how big is RuPaul's dick? I can only answer one of those questions. Massive cock. Massive cock.
She smells like
I cannot.
flowers. Yeah.
And she does smell very good. She wears the cologne that her suits are made by, which is Klein Epstein and Parker.
I was like,
Yeah,
what?
that
I was
one.
like-
Yeah. And her nails are always done. Have you noticed her nails? Her nails are always done. Like, she looks sickening. Like,
But
head
are
to
her
toe.
toes done, do you think?
We'll
never know. We'll never know.
I bet they are.
I bet they are too.
Yeah, I bet they are.
Well,
What
if
do
you
you
know
think?
the size of her cock, you don't know if her toes are done?
No, people keep their socks on.
I knew you were into that type of thing. I knew it.
I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Rue.
and your dad called earlier when we were in the dressing room, so
Oh, my
say sorry
dad
to him
called.
too.
No, I was saying sorry to RuPaul.
Oh.
Sorry, RuPaul.
So, Olivia,
Mother.
we were
Yeah.
talking about
Yes, honey.
that story.
Oh my God.
I was trying to change the
Child.
subject.
No,
for
I
her.
want to go back. So listen, because I want you to tell the story, because there is a wonderful sisterhood that this drag race has, but it's also very lacking. Like, we're not all like hunky dory friends. We haven't all met each other, right? And sometimes you meet each other, and it's not based off the show. It's based off like, I work with Olivia, and then tomorrow she sees, someone from your season, name someone that you talk to. Utica, perfect. So you see Utica, and then you're like, I was trying to guess
I'm like
who she was going
actually
to
seeing her tomorrow.
See how good
You
Naysha
saw me
is,
working
bitch?
that? Okay.
See how
good.
Naysha? Oh,
So we got
Naysha's
one
fine.
girl she talks to. It's Utica. Got
And
it.
Denali. And
I'm like,
Denali.
oh, and Denali. So you hate everybody
And
else.
Kimora.
Okay. So
And
it's
Kimora, yeah.
and Kimora.
Come on, yeah.
Okay, but you're following Candy Muse. I saw Candy Muse. Who? Girl, why aren't you helping
Listen,
me
Candy
with
Muse
this
is
band?
my bitch, okay?
Okay.
I love Candy
What's
Muse.
the other one?
She's like, girl, why aren't you helping me?
Why aren't you helping
open
me with
this
this?
casket, bitch.
What's the one that fought with Candy
Oh,
Muse?
y'all are doing.
What is
like-
it? Tamisha.
Okay, she blocked me.
She
okay?
blocked-
Word!
She blocked all the girls. She
Work.
blocked all the girls.
No. Wait. I got tea for y'all.
Yes.
Oh,
My,
give it to me.
my last photo that I just posted 2 days ago, she commented talking about some beautiful. She doesn't even, she unblocked me. And then she like went on my page, doesn't follow me, and commented.
How does that make
look
you feel?
gorgeous." That makes me feel. I'm just annoyed at that point. Like, I didn't do anything to her. Like, I was about to join her Tamisha Iman network thing. Like, I know, right? Yeah. She asked all the girls, she called all the girls talking about you want to do like a little project or whatever? And I'm cool. Like, yeah, I love to collaborate. And then she blocked me.
So if she were to call you tomorrow and you'd be like, no, bitch.
Well,
If she were to call, like I'll call her right now. I'm kidding. she were to call me tomorrow, I would pick it up because I would hope that she would say, "Sorry, sister, I blocked you. That was wrong." Okay, I wouldn't pick it up. What?
Now we're being honest. Okay, Liv. Okay.
But I do want to see her on All Stars.
You do want to see her on. Okay,
I want to see everyone on
I
All
wanna
Stars.
see you
I
on
think
All Stars
everyone
before her.
deserves a chance.
But what do you mean by that? Like you want to be on the couch, like, oh, she's on All Stars, great, or you want to see her on All Stars, like, hey, bitch, I'm here too. What's good? Like that kind of.
Oh no! If I'm there, then it's sorry, bitch, I'm gonna beat you in All Stars.
Yeah,
but,
there we go.
You know what I mean? But if I'm on a couch, I would be like, work. You know what I mean? Like I feel like everyone deserves. What do you think about that? Like, do you think everyone deserves a chance to go back on All Stars?
No.
Okay, maybe if they don't put in the work, because you gotta like love it and love what you do and stuff, right? Isn't that a thing?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you also have to be good at what you do. You
Or
know?
just borrow from Willem's closet.
So who isn't good at what they do and wouldn't be great on All Stars?
I'm not going to give out any social security numbers, but I am going to. I mean, I don't
3,
think everyone
2.
deserves All Stars. Honestly, I think you have to work for it. You know, I mean, what is an All Star if it's everyone?
Yeah.
I think you deserve All Stars for agreeing with me.
But even though Ruth does say to everyone, "You're all stars," and she does, it's like you can't play both sides, bitch. Like you call everyone on there a fucking star, and you're like, "Don't you know you guys are all stars?"
You're a
Okay,
winner,
really,
baby.
girl?
No, there's only one.
But
bitch.
then she's got people repeatedly on All Stars, and
That's true.
80 other girls sitting at home waiting, you know, like hoping.
yeah, like
You can
know what
kind
I
of
mean?
see it. I mean,
Yeah.
And I mean, certain girls, like Candy Muse, will never let you forget that she was sent home and came back on my season. And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, she totally sent me home. She said, Sasha, I heard those words. I went home, and then I came back, and I was like, girl, you just literally pivoted the stage. And she said, you can stay. But like there are those moments, and I honestly think she has a lot of them with a lot of girls. For me, that moment was when I got eliminated, and she said, "I hope you're proud of yourself because I know I am," and that for me felt great. And weirdly, it during the season I learned I don't need validation. Like fucking be fierce for you and nobody else. And in that moment, I was very happy and I felt great, but I felt like I didn't need to hear those words, and I'm so glad that she said that, and I felt appreciative. But yeah, that was my like moment for that.
it's crazy because I feel like I learned the opposite lesson on my season.
Scarlett, you are something else.
I thought I was doing it for me. Turns out I'm doing it for you guys and RuPaul and everyone else. You know.
Yeah.
Because it's always been, on a serious note, drag for me has always been very, like, inside, you know? It's just, like, a feeling I have, and it's this thing that I love, and I did it for me, and I didn't really think about anything else, working the door in New York, whatever it was, you know? And then on that platform, you do have to consider other people's opinions, which is something new for me. Truly, you know? To say, like, oh, I'm being judged now, you know? What do you like about this? What do you not like about this? What changes should I make professionally and personally?
I think there's a
hard
difference
thing to do.
between that though and like when I say do it for you, like when you're on stage, don't be like, do you like it? Do you really like it? It's like, no, bitch, know that you are great and you are there for a reason and you are talented and you're just going to shine and do it, you know?
Will you do a podcast?
Me?
I need to wake up to this.
I would
right?
listen to it.
An inspirational
this is
podcast.
wonderful.
Good morning.
But you
it's
know-
me, Olivia.
Chicago, would y'all listen to an inspirational podcast?
Yes. But you know what? The perfect
Okay, I gotta get approval.
The perfect example of what you're talking about, I think, is Trinity K. Bonet. If you remember from her season, she was not doing anything for her. On All Stars, she came to this realization, and she wasn't looking for that validation anymore. And I think it's exactly what you guys are, like talking about, because that's what she was doing it for everybody else. But now, and you can see it. She competed at Continental, and you can see the confidence in her and
She looks so
everything.
good,
She
by the
looks
way.
so
So
good.
good.
Absolutely, yeah. I love
I was
that.
here with her last time.
Her and Silky in Continental Plus, right?
Yes, Silky made the
Oh my
5.
gosh,
Yeah,
And Naysha
Yeah.
and Mr.
yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Congrats, bitch.
Thanks.
In person.
Thank you. It was fun. It was different.
You think?
No.
It was different because I fucking lost. But anyway, no. You go
It's
from
okay.
winning Miss Continental. No, but it was so awesome.
It's
it
a
really
completely
was.
different division,
It
though.
is.
Yeah.
And
It
like,
is.
And
it was my first time.
Yeah.
It was my
so
first time.
I'm proud
so.
of you for
Yeah.
going and doing it and placing and
Totally.
making.
Thank you. I appreciate
won
that.
question and answer. Like, I mean, that's usually you win the fucking pageant if you win question and answer.
Thanks.
But, you know,
Yeah.
you did your thing, and we'll see you next year.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
All right. Speaking of pageant, let's go see
Yeah, let's
these
do that.
hoes. Let's go back to these bitches.
All right.
Olivia just said Tamisha was calling.
Yes.
Wow.
She was what?
Calling.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, she's not gonna watch this. She only watches the Tamisha Iman network.
Oh. So, I thought that was very interesting. It's so true about the triggers. It's so we have to be so careful with all the reading and the this
Yeah.
and that because you don't know what people have been through and
Well, the problem
whatnot.
is that there was no punchlines in her reads, you know?
Yeah.
She was, and that's what a read is. It's like, it's something that might be factual about somebody, but then you tie it in with a punchline and a sisterhood, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what those reads were missing.
Yeah,
totally.
In Paris is Burning, one of the queens says, if you're saying a read to a black queen calling a black queen, and you're a black queen, you're just black queens, like just saying that. You need to say something else about, maybe her hair or her ill-fitting dress. Like she literally says those things. So it's like, that's funny. That's like, okay, we're gonna go there. There's some fact in it, but then there's also some like, cutting, zhuzh. But yeah, I'm glad that they had that turnaround moment, that was really sentimental, and I love seeing stories about body and image and artistry and using drag to really, on my season I got to share my weight loss journey and what that meant to me, and a lot of people reached out to me in my DMs just saying, thank you so much for sharing this story. I also got a lot of people saying like, oh, here's another weight loss journey, but is it like just another? Everyone has their own stories, and that's what I loved about that, because everyone kind of chimed in and said, I have my own relationship with weight, my own relationship with drag, with my own relationship with my race and ethnicity, and I think that's the most beautiful part about drag in general and Drag Race.
Yeah, and also the bitch is 19. She don't even know how to read yet, really. I mean,
Literally,
really,
like,
you
she
gotta
cannot read a
have a
book.
certain kind of wit and maturity to be like, and the bitch don't got it. She's fucking 19.
She's pretty though.
A baby. She's pretty.
She is
She's
fucking. She
done the
fucking
mug,
looks
honey.
airbrushed.
The mug.
She was struggle bus in this challenge, though, and I have to say I relate to her in this because, as they said, Scarlet has 2 left feet. They weren't talking about me, but they could have been. They easily could have been referring to me.
Is that triggering for you?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, especially putting them on these bicycles, honey. Come on. What is this?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Mama
to
Ru
see it.
loves
That
to
is
do stuff
cruel.
like that. Yeah, she'll be like, you're going to do this challenge on a mountaintop. And you're like, oh my God, girl.
First one to make it to the bottom of the mountain wins. Just roll, honey. Just roll. You get a repeater badge.
My favorite thing that Ru's doing is the total disregard for when you tell her something. You're like, yeah, and I did this and that and this. She's like, yeah, so Michelle, and she just completely disregards what you. She
Completely
does it
just-
all the time now. It is my favorite thing she does.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, we do have some announcements that we need to get to. We didn't have them earlier, so let's get to through those really quick. Tomorrow, these 2 lovely ladies and myself will be performing. So showtime is 10 p.m. So come out and check the show. Check out the show.
Yeah, it's Pride weekend too, bitches.
Yes. Haven't we had like 3 already, or like?
No, that was Market Days.
That's right. Okay, it was Market Days. We had nothing that has to do with Pride, though, right?
Nope. We're finally get to be gay.
Everything just rescheduled.
Woo!
Finally.
Wait to run down the rainbow
Finally.
sidewalks in Boys Town, bitch.
Yes.
With my suitcase because I'm at the wrong fucking stage. All right, this Saturday we have XYZ Drag Brunch from 12 to 4, hosted by Coronation. As well as Sunday, we have Madonna Rama at 9 p.m. with DJ Riley York. So come on out and do the thing, and happy Pride, and yeah.
And then we have Mayhem Mutilation of the Mind this Tuesday. Yeah. Let me say it different because it doesn't.
What
it's
is
like
that?
mayhem.
What is that?
I don't know. I'm just reading what I. Mayhem Mutilation of the Mind this Tuesday with special guest Dracula's Vander Von Odd.
Oh, now you understand
So
the
now
assignment.
you guys get it, right? We got the kooky, weirdo, crazy, whatever Dracula. What can we say to describe those?
They're an eclectic group of individuals.
You're trying.
Very talented.
I think they like when you call them all that other stuff because they're like that.
And, I don't like to
what
call
I mean?
them that. Halloween is only one day a year for me, so I like to give them their douche and give them their I'm not putting shit up in me.
See, that's a read.
But it was good, all right.
That's a read. Didn't even have to say anything, bitch. That was a read. You're shady boots.
Thank you. Thank you so much, okay?
So yes, please come and on Tuesday and check out Dracula's Vander Von Odd. That'll be a
Bitch,
good
I saw
time.
a video from the show a couple weeks ago.
Dracula?
Yeah, no, from the Mayhem. One of the children were putting the needle through. Bitch.
Yeah, see,
right here.
I'll be,
what? Through
I'll
what?
be at home.
Right here. Like,
No, I can't do all that.
I can't
do all
if you
that.
like that, if you're like suspense, come on.
That's not suspense. That's some crazy
Horror!
shit, girl. That's horror boots.
Check out our
I was
live
suspense
show.
watching it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about our guest next week. Who's coming?
Oh yeah, should we announce those?
I think
two
we
people?
should.
Yeah. Next week, I have no clue who they are.
She is a lion ass.
I don't see it on here, girl.
Oh, perfect.
Do you-
Next week's guest, we have Crystal Method.
I found it.
Oh, y'all excited about that?
Yes, Crystal Method, and we have Morgan
McMichaels.
McMichaels.
OG.
That's gonna be a lovely, lovely time. So yeah, come check it out.
How do you feel about
Do-
it? Do you know who Morgan is?
Does Olivia?
Okay.
Does Olivia have a story?
She just kind of was like, when she was standing on the runway all season, like,
How about this? When I get on All Stars, I'm going to look into the camera and I'm going to say, how's that for a story? And
Yeah.
then
Oh my God. Yes. The YouTube people will love that. Oh my God, they would love that. All right, guys. Let's see what's going on with this runway and what's going on this UK gig.
Ooh, look at the colors.
oh, it's over.
You have to, guys. Tell me what you guys think about these runways.
No.
Well, no.
We're talking about that
No.
fucking
Let's
challenge first.
Let's talk about that. Yeah, you're right. Let's.
Baby, I don't know
Girl.
why she had to put them kids through that.
I don't know what
Honey.
I just watched.
So we did an infomercial challenge on the most recent season of All Stars, and we had exercise queens, which is what our group was, which was like exercising the demons out of drag queen exorcists, basically. And so we went with like actual exercise, like sweat it out, like me and Kylie, like, oh yeah, like wow, it's it takes two of us, and we're sexy, workout girls.
I live for that. I thought that one was funny.
It was fun, but it was kind of giving that, but like. I thought ours was kind of confusing. I feel like this was even more confusing. I was not sure what
I think it was because it was
watching.
like acting, but also dance. Like when it's like different levels.
But
of like,
was
what
it
do you
dance though?
They said it was a dance thing.
But did we see that?
A dance thing.
What did we watch?
It was a dance. Something.
I will tell you,
other.
it's very hard. Those Pilates balls they're heavy. I mean, they're
not
They're
all heavy,
heavy.
girl.
Have you
Stop
ever
trying to
picked
come up with
Pilates
excuses
block?
for these bitches.
Look
this
at
was
your
just
muscles
bad.
and look at
bitch.
theirs, okay?
Listen, it was poorly executed.
It was.
It's as simple as that. That is it. That was it.
Wait. But let me ask: do you think it was the execution, or do you think it was the actual challenge itself?
Yes.
I think
it was the challenge.
I think it was a combination of both because I can think of other girls like from the U.S. that I can put in this challenge that would slay it. You don't think that Eureka
Listen, you
or
can
Ginger
just say my name.
or-
You can just say it. You know.
Do you understand the assignment?
I just think it was poorly executed. You have to really, I mean, that's what this is about. They give you this fucked up challenge, and you got to make it funny, and you got to make it work, and it just didn't work. That was
Theresa
it.
May. I think she.
Yeah, Teresa was definitely amazing.
Which one's that one?
She opened it. She was the very first one.
She's the one from Spain, remember?
Oh yeah, but you know what? It was like her gig, right? Like it was a very campy and funny. And
but she
that's her
listened
thing.
to Ru. Ru said if you have an accent and you want to lean into it and you want to do a funny character, no one else did like a different type of accent or anything, you know?
Can we talk about Ru's face after the babies went on? She literally just did that side eye that you hate
chop.
to see, where she's
she
just
said
like,
chop, honey. She said chop. And usually those faces are in real time, like fully. Like there is no editing there.
Yeah.
Ru is fully sitting at that panel like.
I thought Electra Fence would have did a little better in this challenge since she was the trained dancer. She was the one that lip synced last week and slayed.
Oh, gotcha.
Right,
well, I
right.
think what they did was they had to hold back. You have other people that don't dance. You saw the dance moves, the non-dancer dance moves. Right arm.
Yeah.
Left arm. You know those moves. You know what I'm talking
trick,
about.
Though, on Drag Race, it's like, do you say that you are a skilled chef and it's a food challenge? Like, you know what I mean? Like, or do you just withhold that and then...
It's the big mistake that people do. They say, I'm really, really, really good at this, or they say, I'm really, really bad at that. Okay, if you're really, really bad at that, we're going to exploit the hell out of that. And if you're really, really good at this, you just set the bar up so high, and you're just setting yourself for disappointment.
Right.
well, I told the cast I was an actress, and I won the acting challenge.
Oh, work. Well, congratulations to you.
But I also
girlfriend.
told the cast I was a terrible dancer, and I was sent home on the dance challenge.
There you go. Okay, so let me... Oh, should we do runways? Should we talk about runways?
Yeah, let's talk about runways.
Let's talk about runways.
What was your favorites? Obviously, Crystal Versace.
Crystal.
I mean...
With the green, right?
Yes, with the
Yes.
green.
That
Yeah.
was beautiful.
So much skill in what she does. Like, she's
Yeah.
so...
That
the
fucking
mug,
face.
The body, the proportions, the everything.
I can't get over the face. I
I
can't.
just remember, like, when we were that young, like, we didn't have the tools that we have that are readily available now, like YouTube and...
Spray
you know,
paint.
Filler. That bitch is filled
Filler.
up at 19.
You know, but, like, holy shit. I mean, she's stunning. You
She
gotta
is.
give it to her. Gorge.
You're
Okay,
stunning, honey. You're stunning.
So was that favorite for you guys? She was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
You liked the first one a lot, didn't you?
Teresa, I'm just a big fan of her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just
like
really
her
like
too.
her personality. I think she's fun. I like the unpredictableness of like what she's gonna do, you know. And she's really well put together.
I like Charity Case, I think.
Yeah.
I think Charity Case was great.
That orange.
She had the
and this
orange with the
thing.
fringe.
Tangerine Dream, honey.
And that other, I think it was it red? Scarlet, right? Scarlet had that red
Scarlet
one. It was
Harlot.
simple, but it was clean, right? I
Yeah.
thought it looked good.
She looks like, what did I tell you? She looks like
Jinx,
Jinx
like
Monsoon
Jinx
to me.
Monsoon, yeah.
A
Yeah,
little
look
bit.
at her again, and you'll kind of get the gig. Yeah.
Which
okay,
ones didn't work for you?
The rest of them.
Everybody else.
Yeah, there was a lot
no.
of just...
Listen,
Sorry, boot it.
I don't know how Victoria Scone, like a steamer for. I mean,
Yeah,
how did
either
funny.
way, her leg, like, or the dress was not there. I was like, what was happening? Like, get it together.
Yeah.
You
Need to
know?
break it up a little
Yeah,
bit.
that was just. I don't know. That was not good.
I think Ru looks great. I love her in that blonde wig, and I love that
She looks
black
good.
dress.
Ru always looks so good.
Well, she doesn't do it by herself, boo. Thank God you do.
That's so shady, but it's so true.
Was that a read? Sorry, Ro.
No, that was just
Or
facts.
whatever.
Okay, guys. So let me ask you guys this, because I kept thinking about this while I was watching it. U.S. versus U.K. What do you think the advantages are that the U.K. has over the U.S. girls, and the U.S. girls have over the U.K. girls?
Well, I was gonna say the UK girls have more repeater badges, but we get money.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And the rate of exchange is
Monet,
the rate of Monet exchange.
Monet
is-
exchange, Ray XYZ, carry the 3. I don't know.
Yeah. So
Sounds like math.
Pounds, euros, yeah. No, I feel like it's we were just kind of talking about this like time frame of things. I'm not allowed to really say a bunch about that, but just in general, like I think our time together is longer than their time. And I think a shorter time is actually more fun because it's just like you're in the moment and you really don't know these people, so you're just like getting thrown in. I feel like we get to know each other so well that like when they're like, so who should go home? Everyone's like, I really don't want to say it. And I mean, on this couch, I think that
we should probably be Scarlet. Scarlet should go home.
Yeah, I remember we were at a get together after my season, and Scarlet was like, "So, like, what happened? Like, when they asked who should go home on the runway?" And I said, "Well, I think we have something in common because they said me." And Nikki was there, and she was like, "Me too! Oh my gosh!" So we're all there, and then I'm like, "Yeah," and they did it twice. And they were like, "Wait, what?" They said you should go home twice, like you survived the first one. So I mean that moment is so weird, but I think to go back to the question is like they're there for a shorter period of time, so I feel like it's just like more like, oh, let's do it. You know what I mean?
Okay, so who should go home tonight and why?
That's a good question for the audience.
No, I mean on stage.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I'll go. They won't miss me.
I will miss you, absolutely. I will miss you. Did someone say Naysha, you little fucker?
Oh, shady. Naysha.
Did you hear him? He just said Naysha.
Naysha.
Security?
No.
I'm just kidding.
That's fine. He's entitled to his opinion, you little shit.
It's like assholes. We all have one.
No. But no. What do you think? Tell me. Versus U.S. versus
What are
UK.
the advantages?
Like, what do
or-
you think are their advantages? Like, versus each other.
Well, it's a newer franchise in the United Kingdom, so obviously, I mean, we've had this for a long time here in the States. I think it's very exciting over there. I was just in London. I feel like people get really, really excited overseas. Not that we don't get excited, but you guys get this every week, right? Like, you're seasoned professionals. You're basically on stage with us. And there, I don't know. It's just a little different there. It's fresher and more exciting a little bit. I don't know. What do you think? Do you agree?
What do you think,
I
Batty?
think in America, like fashion is taken like so seriously. Like even like with the Met Gala, like we knew Kim Kardashian gave what the category was because of her body. But I think like our fashion and how we portray it on a runway, I think we've been doing it so much longer here that it's how do I word this?
Better?
It is, but I mean, obviously, yes. I mean, we have more people that have the skill, and then can, this girl does hair, so she's gonna sell the hair, and then,
But I think that's what it is. It's more so of us having the resources. And this has actually this is a hot topic amongst the Drag Race community right now. And like everybody, I don't know if you've been watching the podcast or listening to the podcast, just like any podcast, they always talk about what it means now to go on Drag Race US and like all the designers you have to collaborate with, getting all the hair, you're spending so much money, when back in the day on the earlier seasons, like now the earlier seasons of UK, is like you got to kind of put it together yourself and stuff. And I think that is the energy that the UK is giving, and I think that's why we're all kind of like so interested in seeing, we're on the edge of our seats, because now we expect, honey, we expect a full-ass fashion week runway for the U.S. Drag Race. And if we don't see it, it's going to be a problem, honey. We're going to get boots and stuff on Tudor and Booted.
Tudor Booted.
Right. So, but the UK...
It's that pressure, It's that pressure that girls that, started the franchise have the opportunity to do that, and people praise, and it's great. I love watching it. But I don't think they have that yet. So they will get there if they continue to do what they're doing.
There's pros and cons in both of those, avenues. Getting to collaborate, I met so many amazing people putting together my Drag Race package that I would not have met if I was just like, I got to do it kind of all by myself. But it's also really exciting because that's the root of drag, like getting thrown into a room and saying, hey, what can you make out of this, and this?
I want to clarify, I don't necessarily think the drag is better here. I think that the drag is different here. I think the drag over there is a lot of it's live. Everyone sings live. The shows are different. Almost everyone sings live over there. there's very little lip syncing in the UK, which is interesting to see it on this show because lip syncing is a big deal, on Drag Race. It's a huge deal on Drag Race. Have you guys seen the show? So yeah, it's just different, the performance is different, the energy is different, and I think that's what's cool about it. And this doesn't go for the UK, this also goes for Thailand and Spain and every other franchise that we've had, Australia, yeah.
So yeah, definitely with the drag, the thing about, I think the versus each other, like, it's like what she was saying, it's like fashion, US, and then UK is camp. You know what I mean? Like, when you go to a drag show in the UK, they're really interested in making you laugh. And we're opposed to here, we have lots of queens who have different aesthetics. We have camp and fears and this and that. And then, there's someone actually just focused on wanting to come out and kind of just awe you with, beauty and fashion, where they don't really have that over there. So that's why I think, like, I'm really looking forward to, like, a Snatch Game, stuff like that. That's why I was so disappointed with this, because I thought this was going to be hilarious, because it's so, like, campy.
Because of how they are. Yeah,
this is their gig.
Yeah, this is their niche, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So, do you guys think anyone is in danger here?
Yep, someone is.
Yeah, like who? Well, obviously, but who do you guys think?
I think someone will definitely go home.
I think Veronica
tonight.
Green.
I have a feeling there's going to be like a two-way lip sync for your life situation. Maybe.
You are so silly.
Victoria Scone, I don't know if you guys noticed, she was sitting down the entire time.
Yeah, she was doing the number.
And
yeah, but her foot.
Yeah, right.
Her
And
knee.
because of it, I mean, I don't know. I feel like something, I don't know. I think she might be in danger, actually, because I don't think that's going to be cool with, like...
She also had a lot of talking points in the episode. She had a lot of screen time in this episode.
Which means
you go home.
You never know.
Bitch, go back to the episode when you went home. Watch how much screen time you had.
Real? No, I was on there a lot. I wish I would have known. No, I think it's that thing though. Like Charity, she said she could move. She was a dancer, and
totally.
then she fumbled a little. And when they pan to Rue, and when Mama doesn't really like what she's saying, you could tell. So I think
her
that might
runway
be.
will save her though. That orange runway. I think it will, because there were some really bad outfits on that runway.
Fucking up.
There were, but then again, I feel like on different iterations of Drag Race, it's like, does runway really count? But that's a whole other.
Well, we're not talking about All Stars. Huh?
Totally. No. No, but it doesn't. I swear to you, sometimes on an episode, and you guys who have witnesses, you've seen the best runway, and they'll still be in the bottom.
Yeah.
It's happened. It happened
That's
to
true.
you. It happened to Brooklyn Heights. Do you guys remember when she did that change with the afro, and then she was one of the best changes on the runway, and she lip synced that night. So
That's true.
Akira, best runways all season, bottom.
Yeah,
It just happens like that. It does. I don't think it saves you. I don't think it. If your performance.
I
is that
agree.
bad.
I agree.
I think it could.
I agree.
I always say I think it can. It can. I do think it could save you from being in the bottom, but I don't think that it can land you in the bottom. Does that make sense? I feel like there's a weird. It doesn't.
No.
But
All I think it does for you is that Rue keeps it in the back of their head, and when she's trying to decide, she's like, did this person excite me to want to see her on this runway again? And did this person do that as well? I honestly think that she kind of does that, because you can see who she's really, like, she gets excited about.
But that's what the runways too, though. Like on my season, to be completely honest, I felt like I needed to be in the bottom for Snatch Game, and my runway, I was so excited about it. That like fascinator thing with the liquid mercury, and they were like, "This is so different for you," and I think they were excited in my runway, and I think that's what saved me from being in the bottom. But I knew, girl, I was like, "Child, I need to de-hook this because I'm about to lip sync, honey." But I do think that there are moments, like you said, of they get a little bit, they want to see a little bit more.
All right, well, let's see a little bit more and see who the hell's in the bottom.
Come on, segue.
See, like, this is sometimes when I'm like, there's a narrative. Like, because I didn't, did you guys agree with all the stuff they were saying?
No.
You see what I mean?
Sense.
And it's like, bitch, I know we're not the
said
blind
none of it.
motherfuckers. That's why I'm like, that's when I get like upset with the show a little bit. What did you guys think of all that?
Same. Like, not what we saw. Boo.
Yeah.
And for the Miss Thing in the yellow to be, they gave her all those praises. I don't know where. Like, I'm confused. I don't know if my contact slipped back or something. But bitch, no. And her hair was dusty looking anyway.
you
bitch.
said
No,
the
listen,
green
I
one
love
and
the
the yellow?
hair. I love the hair.
No.
I'll stand up for the hair. I think
Can't
the
wear
hair is
curly
great.
hair and all that. Do one or the other.
Do what?
Yes, style step it.
Yeah.
She had all this hair on her, and then this big ass half high low dress. And yellow's not a color for her. Maybe it should have been green.
Okay, I'm gonna say something that's might be a little bit controversial, but on my season, I ran into a big issue with we brought a lot of stuff, and then there were duplicates of things, and I ended up being a girl that wore it like the second time, like multiple times. And to me, I think a lot of as an audience, we're so excited to see something different, right? Like, oh my gosh, I want to be wowed and all that stuff. And for me, like, if I can pinpoint it to another look somewhere else, I don't really. I've been there, so I'm like, ooh, I feel bad. Like, but you had all this time, you came back. It very much so is giving Jada Essence Hall yellow runway for me.
Yeah.
It's that exact same silhouette and everything, but yeah, I mean, that's all I have to really say about that one. And Jada Essence Hall wore that shit, so.
And we also have to be realistic, too. Like, we can't be like... Because it does happen, like, where you bring this hair for this thing, and then you don't wear it, or you have to wear it for something else, or it looks too similar to something else that somebody brought. You got to make changes, right?
Yeah.
So that's not something... Do you guys as audience members, do you frown upon that if you see the same pair of shoes or the same hair?
No,
Because
but
I
this
don't
is
think
week
that's-
2. Okay.
Well, yeah.
She ain't rewore shit yet.
Right. No. But I'm talking about what Olivia was talking
Yeah,
about. 'Cause
I mean, I totally get that. Yeah, everybody that's been here has always.
Well, but
even
that's something
Trinity.
where, like, that happened years ago. And you're coming back to that's where I'm like, And I'm speaking on that because that's something that I have learned. And that from my first round, and her having a first round as well, I feel like those are really key things that I'm looking, if she makes it this next, I'm looking forward for that for her, that moment for her. I like her spirit. I like her spirit. Hey, she's very positive all the time. I like that.
We're gonna need another Diet Coke for Olivia.
Yeah. Wait, charity case?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Charity Case. I think that does save her performance. I think that she looks so good. I already said it before the judges that was one of my favorite looks. I think for them to say that she needs to wear hips is a little bit, I mean, yes, I love like a hippie queen, but I am a hippie queen, so I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it was plenty.
They said something that I didn't agree with when they said the outfit and the look is wearing her. That is frustrating because she says she made it all.
Well, they said the boa was wearing her.
No, they said it was the whole thing, right?
The boa.
They didn't like the boa because they said it didn't give her shape, but then she like put it down. Sometimes when we try to on the runway change something.
Yeah.
Didn't you like take off something?
I
one
fully
time?
broke my necklace off on the fucking thing. Yeah.
They said they didn't like her necklace. She said,
I said,
"Go on."
here you go. And they actually yelled at me. They said, that's going to fuck up our continuity. I said, sorry, girl. What do you want me to do with it? You want me to put it back on? Here, Michelle.
That's gonna fuck up her concept.
You are something else, Scarlet.
It's true. It's true. It's a true story.
Okay, based on their critiques, who are we looking at? Who are we looking at in the bottom two?
What do y'all think?
Well, I think Charity's in the bottom.
Charity.
I don't agree with it.
Who's she lip syncing against?
But Charity, she's really exciting to watch. So I don't think that they're gonna. I don't know. I think that they're still gonna want a little bit of variety, and they're gonna want to keep her.
I think that the Black Queen's going to be in the bottom.
Vanity.
I think so too.
Her and Electra.
And Electra.
I think it's going to be
I think
those
Electra's
two.
the dancing one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Electra.
Oh, and the
But
silver.
it depends on the song as well. It could be a
honey.
full-on power ballad.
Yeah.
Listen,
You never know.
I don't
see.
think it's Vanity's time, and she touched on it being the only Black queen, and as a fellow brown queen, when the promo came out, I was just like, okay, bitch. Well, I know I'm team hashtag Team Vanity the whole entire time, because it is like this, unspoken thing. Like, and I'm glad she touched on it in the episode. But I don't think it's her time. I really don't want it to be her time.
No, and I also Rue said that in the critique, where she's kind of like, oh, like I can see you're holding back. I want more from you. I think she'll want more from her, honestly.
All right, well, let's see who's in the bottom two. All right. What did you guys think?
Drama.
What did you guys think?
I didn't know Victoria gonna do all that to Victoria. I hope she gets to stay.
Well, when I saw her sitting down during the entire thing, I was like, nope, she can't really compete. She can't do what everybody else is doing. So, yeah, I thought something was kind of fishy. But anyway, all right, so this is the part in the show where we get some questions from you guys.
Do you have any questions?
For our two lovely ladies. We have one over here. Let me, can you come down this way? Okay. Your name and your question.
Hi, I'm Kyle from Baltimore. My question is, when they announce a special guest judge, do y'all actually know who they are all the time? Or do they tell you to just pretend like you know and be like, oh my God, I love them, and you're like, who the fuck is that?
I think Scarlett can actually speak more on this, because we had 3 guest judges in circulation, and they would just go like, literally our season, we had what?
Your guest judge
Lonnie
was Michelle
Love.
Visage, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think once or twice she did that, and then but I think you can go on it a little bit.
Well, there's a lot of acting on TV. And it just depends, We also, the cast, the casting is very diverse in terms of we all come from very different backgrounds. Where are you? You're here? That's you? Okay. Very different backgrounds, right? Like, the celebrities that I would be excited about might not be the same as the ladies sitting next to me, So of course, some of them, some of them you're not as familiar with. It just depends, really. But I guess the answer would be no. Not always do we know who it is. But we get excited anyway.
Like, do you know who all the guests are? Well, then there's your answer, bitch.
Okay, hi, I'm Kendall. My question is for Liv. So I know you are a musical theater gal, and you've had some great roles, Donkey and Shrek. But if you have a favorite role or a role that you would love to play in any show, any character, what would it be?
Ooh, girl, what was your name?
Kendall.
Kendall? Yeah. Work, bitch. Kendall, yeah, it's funny. I posted during our Rusical week a bunch of photos of me in different musicals and stuff throughout college. I think my favorite, like a musical that I would love to do, I mean, like drag and like all that. Kinky Boots is a great like show. Oh my gosh. And I did Rent like 3 times in college. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm like actually serious. And I played Angel all those times. I definitely think I would love to go back to Rent. I think it's such a beautiful piece of theater. It's just inspiring. And it was really inspiring being in it. So I would love to step in the shoes of any of the people in Rent at some point in my career.
Awesome. We have another one over here for you.
Hi, my name's Peter. Scarlett, we met once in Boston at Legacy. But my question's actually for Olivia, sorry. So my question for you, Olivia, is the first episode of Drag Race that you were on, you and Rose came in the workroom and it seemed like there was this big rivalry and like you guys were like, coming for each other, and then it was literally never mentioned again, and it seemed like was completely swept under the rug. Is that like real? Was anything going on? What was going on with that?
That girl. So they were definitely trying to get more juice and some ammunition there. I think there were some things off screen that were like, we were able to talk through some things, so I feel like they couldn't really get the zhuzh of things. But I do specifically remember one thing that happened. She had a small little rosé cup, and you're in competition mode. You're like, bitch, I'm here. I'm excited. I'm like, and I have my little bag, and we were sharing with each other what is in our little items. I was like, girl, what's in your little cup? And she was like, oh, like regret or something. She was like, what's in your little bag? And I said, oh, let me see. Oh, your talent. And it was like this moment. It was this moment, and I remember them asking about that moment to me in the confessional. I was like, I don't really remember saying that, but that sounds about something like I would say in that moment. But no, she... Like, I really mean it when I say, even before I started drag, like, I looked up to all the New York queens. And I also mean when I say, you know, that validation thing I talked about before. Bitch, it means I'm at your level and get with it. And I think that was something I didn't see early on in the competition, that I was someone that I think people were like, okay, like, she can hang with us. Yeah, but that was a good question. I don't think there is. We'll get the next one when I'm here. We'll get Rose and we'll talk it out.
And see what and confront the situation then. Gorgeous. We have another one for you guys.
All right. So hi, my name is Christian. My question's for both of you. So if All Stars kept with the same format as season 1, who would you want to pair up as your teammate?
Oh, that's cute. I love that.
It's a good question.
Christian, you look like you're cute. I can't really see you, right?
You may take your mask off for 2.5 seconds and show really quick. I see.
And he's cute.
And he knew what he was doing. He smiled real quick. He knows. He knows little
Are you
shit.
looking for a partner for All Stars, Christian? I think we'd make a great team, honey.
Christian, I have may I ask a question?
You want to share with them what was just popped up on your phone, Olivia?
Oh, she gonna get me Google out. She gonna get me good. I have some inappropriate things on my phone, but I didn't send them.
Okay, who would you be
Are we
paired
talking
up
about
with?
dick pics? What are we talking? Are we talking about?
We're talking about who would you want to be paired up with if you
no.
were
I think
on
we're talking about dick pics, though. I think. Okay, I feel like I would probably want to say I'd probably be with Mimi. I'm first.
Mimi, I'm first. Wow.
You fucking lie.
You're
So bad right now. Do you want to lose?
literally crickets, not one audience
I
member.
can't
was
lose
like-
3 times.
Okay.
In a row. I don't know. Who would you? I think you'd be kind of fun.
I'd be
Can
good.
you choose a
You
winner?
would be
Like, could
good.
it be a winner for a
I-
No, you
previous
can't choose
season?
a winner. You can't choose a winner.
Oh, you can't choose a winner.
I'm
Mimi,
making rules right now.
From any season. From any season.
any season.
Okay, I mean, like, for just my own, like, zhuzh moment, I would love to be paired with, she's from my season, but Denali, so we could, like, do a comeback. So we could be like, bitch, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But from a girl from another season
I
that
have-
hasn't been on All Stars yet?
Yeah. What,
that's
give us
not
the
a lot of
details.
girls.
Give us the
They're
details.
too into the rules, these bitches. Just
What are the
choose
rules?
someone.
Listen, I'm
love
a
it.
Pisces, bitch. You're a Pisces too.
We're Pisces. We're both
Yeah,
Pisces.
we play by the rules.
Yeah, we see this.
Yeah.
We play by the rules.
Who would you pick?
So I have 2 people that come to mind immediately, but I don't think I would want to be on a team with either one of them. I would want to do it, but I wouldn't want to do it. I would Tammy Brown and Thorgy Thor
Oh,
are 2
Tammy
people
Brown.
I think would be so
Yeah.
fun.
My God.
In fact, let's go ahead and put them on their own team.
Yes, they would make a
That's
great
a good team.
They would be a good team.
That is a good team.
Yeah,
All right.
that's the closest I can get.
Looks like we got one more question right over here. Sorry.
Hi, I'm back with another question. This one's for Olivia, and asking for a friend. Do you think you're a better angel than Valentina?
Ooh, that is mean. Right.
What's the friend's name? What's your name, sir? This comes from Anthony right here. He's the one that really wanted to know this.
Well, I can't really answer that. The next time they do it on Fox, they do it on Fox.
Oh my God! You know, I just realized
next
what you were
time they
talking.
do it, cast me, and then we'll answer that after.
You see, this is why I don't pay rent. This is it right here. This is why I don't pay.
What if we ask you to sing right now? Would that be like too much? Or can you give me like a little something? Or can you give us a little something? Or no? Is that too much?
That would be a little too.
What's your name, ma'am? Sherry here. She had just asked right now. Would you sing? I heard her. So I just want to appease my audience and make sure that we get to everybody. Thank you, Sherry, for asking that.
It's so funny you bring that up because I was just in a little concert in Manhattan called Broadway Sings, and we did a Chromatica like whole moment. So follow me on Instagram at the Olivia Lux, and you'll get all of the fix of me singing.
So basically, no, Sherry. That's what she just
Sherry,
said.
she doesn't sing live.
I'm sorry, Sherry. I tried.
She doesn't sing live.
She doesn't sing live. She's a drag queen.
Like mother, like daughter. You know what I mean? I love my Mama Ru. You know what I mean?
Do we have any other questions? Are we good? All right, ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for the very beautiful Miss Olivia Lux and Scarlet Envy! All right, guys, don't forget tomorrow, 10 p.m., I will be performing with these two lovely ladies. We're going to have a lovely time tomorrow, so make sure, 10 p.m. showtime. YouTube, thank you so much for watching. My name is Naysha Lopez.
And I'm Batty Davis.
Have a good night.
Thank you all.
All right, DJ Mike, it's all yours. And we're still open, so keep drinking and kicking and be generous to your bartenders, all that good stuff.